Okay, hi everyone. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are returning. Are we a bit to the side? Maybe we should have put it like that. Hi, welcome everyone. If you're new, welcome. Nice to meet you all. My name is Lindy. I am a Dutch tarot reader from the area of Rotterdam. Very direct person, very direct tarot reader. If you're interested in the free oracles, there's a poll up right now on the channel in which you guys can vote what we will be using for the free oracles. Only the top 2 answers we will be adding on. So vote, let me know which one you would like. The options in the poll right now are either the timeline oracles. Any questions starting when? When will this happen? When will this come into my life? Next up, we have the hidden love messages, a little bit their point of view. How do they see this connection? What's going on? What are they thinking about? Next up, we have the cosmic insight, a little bit of insight from spirit of like what the heck is going on, or what should you be preparing for, what's coming into your life. And lastly, we have the spirit animals, some advice and guidance through spirit animals. What spirit animals surround you at this time and what is their message to you? Fill in the poll, let me know what it is that you would like to see me do for the free oracles, and then we will take a look. In the meantime, if you're wanting an oracle right now, whether it is one of these or any of my other oracles, all the options you'll find in the description box. It's going to be for a €2 donation, and if you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat, and if you're working with a different currency than the euro, please let me know before you make a donation so we can look up the exchange rate. And yeah, that is that. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If there's anything that you want to talk about, let me know, and we will take a look. I don't think that the live stream got thrown out there as of yet. So yes guys, I think I'm gonna take that one off. So yes, let me know. Hi everyone, welcome. Again, fill in the poll, let me know what it is that you would like to see me do for the free oracles today. Only the top 2 answers we will be adding on, so vote, let me know what it is that you would like to see me do. If you're wanting an oracle right now, whether it is one of these or any of my other oracles, all the options you'll find in the description box. It's going to be for a €2 donation, and if you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat, and if you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look up the exchange rate and we will figure it out. If you have any questions in the meantime, let me know as well. Memberships do get one priority, open choice oracle every single day. So if you're interested in that, go check out memberships. They also get shorts for members only, pick a card readings for members only, as well as every Friday I do a giveaway for the members only as well. So go check that out. Samina, hi darling, welcome. Short hair suits you. Oh, I hate it. She cut it so short. She's like, oh, your hair is still long. And I'm like, my hair was until here. I said, like, the shortest you can go is to here, but anything that you can save is like, but then she just like cut it there, and I was just like, oh, you bitch. Oh my god, you bitch. Yeah, I don't like it at all. But I try to, like, I washed my hair, so the curl is kind of like in it, but I just feel like I look like a pushover. Oh, I hate the short. I really feel like all is missing. It's like braces and big like glasses. I don't feel sexy at all with this haircut, like at all. But yeah. Hi Monica. Hi. You look beautiful. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I don't feel beautiful at all, but yeah. I was also a bit like, am I gonna put my hair up? But I think that that's even worse. Like, look how little hair I have left. It was like, oh my lord, how much he cut. And it's fine because it will like grow back, but like this I cannot get over. Yeah. You look beautiful and different. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just a bit mopey, grumpy about it. Um, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. It will grow back. I will just never go to that salon ever again. Um, I was like, last time it already was kind of like shit, and I gave them the benefit of the doubt, but this is just where I'm like, girl. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. But at least my hair, you know, is cut to like health. So I can now take care of it better, I suppose. But yeah. Everyone's like, well, it will grow back. I'm like, yeah, of course it will, but until then, I look like this. And there's no changing this. And I'm so fucking annoyed. So fucking annoyed with her. But I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad someone likes it. I just don't. I really don't. Because there's also nothing I can do with it now. She was like, yeah, if you get long hair, there's nothing much you can do with it. I'm like, there are so many things I can do with long hair. Like different styles and whatnot. I try to do like two little... I sometimes do two like braids that did not that did not work out the way that I wanted. I felt like I was, how do you call her? Pippi Longstockings? I don't know what you call it in English. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I'm trying to find, because she also didn't do anything with it, so I cannot really like style it, or I just hate it. Embrace the cute. I hate embracing the cute. I don't want to. My boyfriend also was like, oh, you look so cute and so hot. And I'm like, no, I don't. No, shut the fuck up. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Yeah, he loves it. Well, like the bangs, you know, he was like, ooh, but I just really wish we had some like frame facing, because now I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, it's insane. Also, doesn't help that I need to get my period, so I'm already cranky as fuck anyway. But here we are. Anyway, fill in the poll, guys. Let me know what it is that you would like to see me do for the free oracles. Only the top 2 answers we will be adding on. Choices in the poll are either timeline oracles, any questions starting when, the hidden love messages, any messages from your person, how do they see this connection, what are their thoughts on this connection. Next up we have the cosmic insight, some insight in your current situation or anything that's happening or coming in and that you should be aware of. And lastly, spirit animals, what spirit animals surround you at this time and what advice and guidance do they have for you. Those are the options in the poll. Please fill in the poll. That's the only way how you can let me know which one you would like. Once the poll is done, I will restart the chat and we will start with the free oracles. If you would like an oracle right now, whether it is one of these or any of my other oracles, all the options you'll find in the description box. It's going to be for a €2 donation or becoming one of my members. And if you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. And if you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look up the exchange rate and we will figure it out. Yes, so yes. See, even the boyfriend likes it. You're outnumbered. Yeah, probably. I said as well, he was like, but I really like it. And I'm like, okay, but no amount of you liking it will make me like it. And that's the same, you know, no amount of you guys liking it will make me like it. Yeah. But again, just like, again, I watched it, which really helped, because she just, all she did was brush it and then put in some oil. And I'm like, girl, what's that gonna do? That's gonna do fuck all for my curls. So at least I have like kind of like my curls back, but it's also just poofy, because that's what my hair does. When it is short, it gets fucking poofy. Yeah, and I'm just lazy in the sense of like, I'm not gonna spend an hour fixing my hair, because I'm like, I don't want to. But yeah, at least he likes it, right? He's like, it's cute, it's adorable. He went like, hell yeah, oh yeah. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know nothing. You know nothing. But yeah, hopefully it just grows fast. And in like 2 weeks or so, I can shape my bangs a little bit more to my liking. Because like the side is a little bit longer, but I would have liked it if she grabbed some more side pieces and then like so here. Because I also already had to correct her because she had kept it straight. So it was like a block. So it was straight, all the way. And then she like cut off at the bottom a little bit. But she's like, oh yeah, I don't want to do too much because otherwise there's like block stuff. And I'm like, there's already like a block here happening. Oh, I was so annoyed. Yeah, and then I had to tell her as well when she did my bangs like a little bit shorter, a little bit shorter, a little bit shorter, a little bit shorter, please, a little bit shorter. And she had to cut it, I think 3 times. And then at this point she's like, yeah, I don't want to cut it any shorter because then it's going to be too short. But it's not too, it wouldn't, like if it was a little bit higher, it would still be okay. Like a little, like this, it would still be, it would have still been like okay, you know. But yeah, she just refused to cut it shorter. So, that's a place I'm never gonna go to again. Also, I just think that she doesn't really know how to deal with curly hair. Because again, my hair is very heavy, so it pulls the curls, but when you cut it off, it springs up, and I don't think that she kept that in account at all. But yeah, I like her hair. It will get long too fast. And it's summer, true. But I spent like a year, because I caught it this short last time that I went, like a year ago. I caught it this short, and it took me a year to grow it to where it was. Yeah, and me now, you know, upkeeping and going to cut the ends more often and taking care of it, I feel like it's going to take a longer time to get back to where I was. Because I also, what I wanted to do is cut the dead ends and then like grow it a little bit longer so I could donate my hair. Because eventually I do want like a short haircut. But yeah, you need at least 30 centimeters of hair, and that's what she cut more than 30 centimeters. So I'm also a bit pissed that I couldn't donate my hair now then. But yeah, anyway, I'm just also cranky. I'm also just cranky, so just, you know, bear that in mind. I don't need solutions. I'm just being a bitch right now about it. Because your hair is curly that way, it needs time. Yeah, exactly. So yes, it will grow, and I will take good care of it. But in the meantime, it just fucking sucks, you know. And no amount of like, oh, it will grow back, kind of like erases that, you know. And no amount of like, oh, I like it, also doesn't change my mind. And you know, I'm not that persuasive. I'm also not one that goes with like trends. If someone says, oh, I like it, doesn't mean that I automatically like it, or that I'm like, oh, curious, let's see. No, I either like it or I don't like it, and then I don't care what other people's opinions are. Yeah, right now, I hate it. Period. That's it. That's my judgment. What your judgment is, I don't care. No, I do care, but it doesn't affect my judgment in that, or my opinion on it, which sometimes sucks. But it is what it is. Let's take a look at the poll. We have hidden love messages and timeline. So let's take a look. These can go back. And yeah, in the meantime, it just sucks for me. Again, a lot of people are like, oh, but it looks cute, and you look cute. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to look cute. I don't want to look cute. Hidden love messages. Okay, let's keep it there. So yeah, it's just, again, the wrong timing for me to get a haircut as well. And then I'm just never gonna go back to that place ever again. Because they clearly just don't listen to my direction of it. Because honestly, it feels like I'm wearing a helmet. How she cut it, honestly. But yeah, again, I just hate it. I just hate it. Anyway, well, hate is a strong word. I don't like it. Just trying to cheer you up, Lindy. I'm sorry. No. Don't apologize. Definitely. Again, I'm just being a cranky asshole. It's definitely me. It's definitely me. But yeah, you know. I feel the way I feel about it, and let's just, yeah, leave it at that. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. If you are new, nice to meet you all. My name is Lindy. I am a Dutch tarot reader from the area of Rotterdam. Very direct person, very direct tarot reader, and very much almost on her period, so very cranky as well. With opinions. If you're interested in the free oracles, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, have liked the live stream, let me know your like number and which of the two oracles you would like. The two options available are either timeline oracles, any questions starting when. When will this happen? When will this come into your life? Be aware, this is a timeline that Spirit would like your attention to be on, not necessarily how it's actually gonna happen, so be aware of that. And the other option is the hidden love messages. How does your person see this connection to you? What is it that they want to say, or just their POV a little bit. I'm going to start from my last chat, work my way down, so if your question or request is not underneath there, leave it once more, have patience, I will get to your question eventually. Memberships and donations do have the priority, so members get one free open choice oracle every single day, and if you're wanting a different oracle, another oracle, or priority, skipping the line, it's going to be for a €2 donation, and if you're wanting a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat, and if you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know before you make the donation, so I can look up the exchange rate so we know how much it is for you. So yeah, that is what is going on. Kastori, hi darling, welcome, message from the universe. Which oracle would you like for that one? Yeah, let me know. New look, yeah. I cut my hair, finally. Yesterday? Did I cut it yesterday? I think I cut it yesterday. Yes, yesterday. Let's take a look at the list. Also, guys, don't forget to mention your like number. Kritika, oh, you did your like number underneath that. When will Kritika get married? When will Kritika get married? Okay, we have at a special date, and it's not too late, so it might be a long time coming, but definitely not too late. You can choose. Okay, message from the universe. Then I am gonna go with spirit animals, because those were the options for today, so forget the story. Message for the story. You have personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. We have the loon. Intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition, as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So also not like how you say like you choose. Spirit's like, no, you choose. Again, your choice. Trust your intuition. Not just with this, but with life. Not letting it just happen, but choose. And then we have the dolphin with play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Again, your own wisdom. Most insightful deck. That kind of depends on also. Kind of depends. And again, Monica, please don't feel bad about wanting to cheer me up. It is very much appreciated. I'm just being a bitch. Shab, hidden love message from David. David. Dishonesty, by lying I ripped us apart. Chaser, I don't want to chase anymore. Sabotage, I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. And shadow side, you made me realize my flaws. You made me realize my flaws. When will Unmol contact Critica? When will Unmol? Take a break, divine timing at play, and stop obsessing first. So we're not getting a timeline for you. Noora, hidden message from Joe. Hidden message from Joe. Responsibilities, I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. Space, I need more time to think. And daydreaming, I am always longing for you. You look younger. Thank you, darling. Yes. Apparently cuteness overload. I don't like it. I feel like the more that I'm denying the cuteness, the more it's like, ah. I'm seeing a donation come in. Not yet. Pink, hidden love message from Zane for Nadira. Zane. Holding back, I should have expressed myself better. Meant I want to fix our connection, and hope I haven't given up on us yet. Skyseed Gem, yes darling, thank you. I did see the donation come in. Did you also ask your question in this one? I'm not sure. I don't think I saw a question. No, not yet. Not yet. So let me know your question, darling. And I will take a look. Let me grab a deck. Deck. So let me know your question, darling, and I will take a look. Guys, after the donation, I'll probably do another reset for the free oracles. Why weren't B and I meant to last together romantically? That's a good question. Why weren't they meant to be together romantically? Why weren't they? We have the Three of Swords. The Five of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. So I do think that there was always a sense of I don't want to say pain, but always a sense of I feel like in the end, with the Five Swords as well, there would have been moments where one party was the one that hurt the most and sacrificed the most and was like, okay, let's just focus on the short term so that it's all patched up and it worked well, but in the long term it kind of like chipped away at who they are, whether that's you or the other person. again, I feel like that there was just one party that would have to always compromise, or kind of like got hurt, or felt like I need to get used to the way that they communicate or say things, or how they fix things. And I think it would slowly chip away at their independence and possibly leading to codependency. But let's take a look at the other things that we have. We have the Seven of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Fool. I definitely feel that there were some lessons that we needed to learn. Did it have to be a breakup? No, but I think it was for the better, with the Emperor being here as well. That's doing what's best for everyone involved, and sometimes that is some distance. Yeah, the Seven of Wands is very stubborn energy. I need to do it my way, in this way, and only this way. Even if it turns out that the other person was right, I'm still gonna be like a stubborn figure. And I do think that there was a level of having to become more like, how do you say that, like tougher? Developing a little bit of like thicker skin, where we then to live through it, you know, for a long run. I feel like Spirit is just like, don't linger too much in it. The Four of Cups can be energy of very like victim mentality, so always focusing on the past and what is lost and what is not there. So that can be bringing up things that happened in the past over and over. That can be not being able to step over certain things that happen, wanting to have the conversation over and over because there's no satisfying answer or solution. So I feel like in the end there would have been a buildup of resentment at some point. I do think that there is a possibility for reconciliation at some point. It just feels a bit, not necessarily we were young and dumb, but more there were lessons that we needed to learn from this. I love it when the cards fly away like that. Yeah, it's good. Good. Why the Nine of Cups though? We have the Nine of Cups here. The Lovers. I think that this was also typical a thing of like love wasn't enough. Like there was love and there was genuine care, but sometimes that is not enough. Whether I think like whether work comes in between, or our communication styles, or distance, or whatever it is, you know, love just isn't enough. Because I hear sometimes people ask like, okay, but does he love me? And if I say yeah, then they're like, okay, then I don't care. Even if they treat them like poorly or badly or unhealthily, they're like, yeah, but they love me. Where it's like, okay, but love isn't enough. Love isn't always enough. And with the overall energy being the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, why this wasn't meant to last is because I think it was always gonna end up in heartbreak, or there was then too much heartbreak that already happened or was about to happen, like accepting flaws or things that happened, but then no real change, you know. Five of Swords, well, patching it up short term. It's like, okay, this is a weird analogy, but it's like a drug addict coming to their mother and going like, I am gonna quit and I'm gonna stop and I just don't want to live on the street. And they're like, okay baby, come back home and we got this, we will take care of it. But then no real action to fix it or to help it or, you know, to do anything with it. And it's just like a short-term patching up, when in the long term it's harmful, you know. It kind of feels like that, where, yeah. Could you have patched this up? Yes, but I feel like bigger problems would have then happened. Or bigger things would, you know, come by as well. So yeah, I kind of want to leave it at that. I hope that helps, darling. I hope that gave a little bit of insight from Spirit. If you have questions, let me know. Let me know. Okay, let's take a look for the free oracles, guys. I'm gonna reset the chat. I'm still itchy from the hairdresser. Oh my god. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome. For the free oracles, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, have a like to the live stream, let me know your like number and which of the two oracles you would like. It's either gonna be timeline oracle or the hidden love messages from your person. I'm gonna start from my last chat and work my way down, so if your question or request is not underneath there, leave it once more, have patience, I will get to your question eventually. If you would like a priority, like skipping the line, another oracle or a different oracle, it's going to be for a €2 donation. And if you're wanting a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. And if you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look up the exchange rate and we will figure it out. That makes sense. Thank you. You're very welcome, and I'm glad, darling. Let's take a look at the list. Hidden love, Jay, for you. Jay, from your person. We have a soul tie. I always feel connected to you. Holding back. I should have expressed myself better. Reflection, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. I don't know why this feels like a missed chances kind of like thing. And then a soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Okay. Samina, hidden love message from Shoaib. For Samina. Missed opportunities. I didn't act when I should have. Damage. We are both hurting from this. And broken. I feel shattered about this situation. Okay. Timeline for Grand Central. We have the next full moon. Take a break. We have October and winter. Patience required at the bottom. So I kind of want to say with the next full moon, taking a little bit of a break for a little bit, and then October, winter is when we either like start again, the energy starts going again. So yeah. Love oracle from Z. It is not really a love oracle, but kind of hidden love. Sky Sea Gem from Z. Space. I need more time to think. Missed opportunities. I didn't act when I should have. Chemistry. I've never felt a passion this intense. And destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. Struggling to find the right path. Ada, message from Zine. I'll take this one as well. Detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. Broken. I feel shattered about this situation. And escape. I left when things got hard. Donated again. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. Let me check. Yes, there it is. Thanks so much, darling. Let me know your question, because I don't think it is in here. No, let me know your question, darling, and I will take a look. Hi everyone, welcome. Hope you're all doing good. Like, look how, oh, it does feel less than it actually is. It looks longer than how it feels. I was like washing my hair yesterday and I was like, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Oh well. Oh well. You'd think also that at some point I would be done complaining about it, but Sky Sea Gem. How can Zed and I navigate through our current issues in our romantic connection? That's a good question. Part of me wonders if we're just a mismatch. So how can you and them navigate through your current issues? How can you navigate? How can they navigate through these issues they're having? We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, I feel like heavily there needs to be open discussion about everything that we're feeling. Even that feeling of I'm wondering if we are just a mismatch. Those kind of like feelings of like doubt. Like getting everything on the table. We have the Devil. We have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. Ace of Cups and a Page of Swords. Okay. I think everything needs to be on the table. The Devil, I think that there's a lot of fear and ego playing a part here, and it's not necessarily in the ego sense of like, oh, I'm better than you or stuff like that, but more in the sense of like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want to hurt you. When in fact you're not telling them because you don't want to hurt yourself. Whether that's you or them. But I do feel that we're kind of like getting trapped in fear. Not saying things because I don't really want to risk losing you, or I don't want to escalate it even more, or I feel like fear is kind of like having a chokehold on it. Where the reality is you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person because the right person will understand, will want to hear you out. The Seven of Swords as well is about hiding, dishonesty, lying, sneaking around. So I do think that there are certain things that we hold back. Again, the Ace of Swords is overall energy. That's communication. We have a lot of aces because we also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So I do think that we can have like a restart or a next step in the connection for sure. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it talks about investing without really knowing the consequences. So it is going to be uncomfortable, and it is going to be nerve-wracking, and it is going to be like, I don't know where this is going to go. But I know what's best for me, and I deserve what is best. And if this conversation leads to me finding out that this is not it, or you finding out that this is not it, that's good. Then we can part ways. Then we can, focus on our own life and all of that. But with the Five Pentacles, I think that there's also a belief system of I don't deserve happiness, or I don't deserve this, or a feeling of lack. This is not for me. I'm not good enough. A feeling of I'm messing up, or I'm too emotional, or I'm too dramatic, or I'm too scared, or whatever it is. And I think just open communication, laying it on the table and just see what happens, will give you more information than tiptoeing around each other, trying not to hurt each other's feelings, and then in the end finding out that we are a mismatch, Does it suck? Sure. But with that Page of Cups, or Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is an energy of like, okay, I have done all the research for myself, now we need to put it into practice. And a little bit the energy of, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. So, because with that Six of Swords, that talks about leaving things in the past, moving on from what's no longer serving us. So if there's conversations that you keep having over and over and over and over, doing it once well, being heard well, and okay, this is what I want from this, or this is how I want to move forward, or like, but first and foremost, we also have the Four of Wands, creating a safe space, a safe moment to have a conversation, and not in the sense of like we need to talk, but more in the sense of like, hey, can we talk? I'm kind of feeling this and this and this, and I don't really know what to do. And then just have a constructive conversation. Where is it coming from? What do you think that you need, or what do you think you're missing, or where is it coming from, or how can we tackle this together as a team to this issue that we're having, or this feeling that you're having? Because if you're having a feeling and they're not expressing the same feeling, doesn't mean that your feeling is illegitimate. It means that you too have an issue the way that you're feeling. That isn't, I have an issue about how I'm feeling, or they can go like, you have an issue about how you're feeling. No, we're having an issue that you're feeling this certain way. How can we as a team tackle it? Because I do feel that there is, one, an opportunity to deepen the connection, and two, an opportunity to build a foundation that we want with that Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed being planted. Us being able to have this conversation will plant a seed so that we can have even heavier conversations later on. Or trusting that if shit hits the fan in our life, which eventually will happen, I know that I can just express myself freely and we are going to be okay. What was the question again? Or if I'm just too stressed about things outside of our relationship. That can also be it. If it is outside of your relationship, then also talk about it. Again, this is supposed to be your partner in crime. So express it. And it's not necessarily about, oh, I don't want to burden them with your feelings. I think if you were to ask them, they're like, burden me. If that lightens your load, then burden me. I want to have that burden. I want to sit in the mud with you. I want to be there with you. How can you navigate through our current issues? Communication. I think that is very much the answer. Communication. Open communication. About everything. And that doesn't mean that you, like, if you feel nervous about communicating how you're feeling, or when you're going through something, it can also be good to afterwards go like, hey, I just wanted to share a little bit of how I have been feeling. I'm okay now, but back then I kind of felt like this, and this, and I kind of want to share it to get it off my chest. Because if we keep it in our heads, it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And if we say it out loud, not only does it leave our head, it also gets tested by our ears to the truth. Because sometimes when we say something and we hear ourselves back, we're like, actually, that's not really true. Like, you know the moment that you say something that's not true, but you need to say it. So communicating. Because with that devil, I think it has us just trapped, and it makes everything seem bigger and worse and you know, extreme. Because I also, again, feel that there is a belief system of, I don't deserve this, feeling of lack, I'm not good enough, I cannot do this. But communication is also a sense of practice. And without the healthy communication, we cannot leave the past in the past. We need healthy communication. And this can also look like, hey, there is this game that I want to play, or this thing that I want to introduce in a relationship, that at the end of the day, we sit together and we say one thing that we are grateful for that day. Or like, there are so many small little communication games that you can play. That can also be asking each other questions. So there are a couple of apps and whatnot that can give you like questions, especially for a relationship, to trying to understand each other better and whatnot. And it can give like new insights in you as a person, in the other person as well. So yeah, how can you do this? Communication. If you have questions, darling, let me know. Story, thanks so much for the donation, darling. Thank you. Let me know which oracle you would like for that donation, and I will take a look. Okay guys, so I'm gonna reset the chat for the free oracles. If you're interested, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, have liked the live stream. Let me know your like number and which of the two oracles you would like. It's either gonna be a timeline oracle or the hidden love messages. How do they see this connection, their point of view, what's going on with them? If you would like a different oracle, priority, like skipping the line, or just another oracle, it's going to be for a €2 donation. And if you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. And if you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look up the exchange rate and we will figure it out. Memberships and donations do have the priority in the chat always. Memberships get one free open choice oracle every single day that they join the live stream, as well as shorts and pick a card readings for members only. And on Friday I do a giveaway for members as well. Again, for the free oracles, I'm gonna start from my last chat and work my way down. So if your question or request isn't underneath there, leave it once more and have patience. Don't spam the chat, because story still gets one oracle if you drop which one. And I'll take a look, and otherwise I'm gonna take a look at the list. Highlight. Hi darling, welcome, welcome, welcome. Gaat het goed? Goed. Manipura Chakra Love Oracle from Tamara. Tamara? How do you say that in English? In Dutch we say Tamara. Manipura Chakra. Missed opportunities. I didn't act when I should have. And understanding. I see your side of the story. Timeline for Monica. When will I meet a romantic interest? Monica. You have March, August, and winter. March, August, winter. At the bottom we have September as well for you. I have a message from Mehdi to Akai, yes. Ocean wide. Mehdi, I think. Mehdi. A reunion, we will always come back to each other. Unexpected outcome, things didn't go the way I planned. Detachment, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. And a soul tie, I always feel connected to you. Okay. Ali, hidden from S. Habits, I don't know if we will ever change. Broken, I feel shattered about the situation. Detachment, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. And a new chapter, I am trying to move on. Guys, if you just joined the chat, please read the pinned comment. Tanu, love message from Viraj. Go to the, no, okay, nice. Reunion, we will always come back to each other. Indecisive, I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. Confusion, I feel unclear about where we stand. And reminiscing, I miss our inside jokes. Timeline of reconciliation for True Blue Jay. Timeline of reconciliation. We have when you release resistance next year, fall. Could I donate for one more? Of course, darling. Of course, of course, of course. Sukanya, hidden love message from Shubankar for Sukanya. I'm not gonna take those. The runner, I don't want to run anymore. Confusion, I feel unclear about where we stand. And sabotage, I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. Story, yes darling, I was waiting for your question. You want a pendulum question. If the session that I took yesterday will be beneficial for me as I expect. Will the session Story took yesterday be beneficial for them? That'd be beneficial. Okay, it's leaning to unsure, but yes. Unsure, but yes. So I think that also depends on the energy that we are going to put in. I do think that it might get tough. Again, unsure, just taking the session itself might not necessarily beneficial as much. I do think it's active work. It kind of depends on how much of an effort we are going to put in. I don't know if there's going to be like practices or things that you have to do in your own time or stuff like that. But if you really go for it, yes. Again, it was leaning more towards yes on that one. So, yes. Donated. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Let me know your question. There it is. Yep, there it is. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. Let me know your question. I will take a look. Thank you, God bless you. Thank you, darling. Thank you, and you're very welcome. Very, very, very welcome. So right now I'm waiting for Sky Seed Gem's question. And then I will reset the chat for the free oracles, guys. I will do an introduction and I will reset the chat. So, yes. How can I heal and move forward from the pain of finding out my ex got married? Let's take a look. How can you heal from the pain? We have the King of Wands. Letting go, because we also have the Magician, and I'm kind of feeling letting go of the idea that this was your person, or the potential it had, or subconsciously that we were still kind of like attached to this person. Like, I don't know if this is the case, but the thing that keeps coming into mind is the don't grieve this person as if they were your person, but grieve them for the fact that they weren't. King of Wands has the over energy. 10 of Cups. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the Emperor. Queen of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Swords. The Sun and the 5 of Wands. Yeah. I think some tough love on ourselves as well. And some tough conversations. Of like, this was just not it. Yeah, but no, this just wasn't it. Period. And when we cannot be happy for someone else, it's because we want more for ourselves. And I think that that's the reality. Okay, I'm gonna give you some tough love that I feel like that you might need to hear. So, part of my brain is saying like, suck it up. suck it up. It is what it is. There's nothing much you can do about it. And we can go like, oh, and blah, and blah. But it is the way that it is. If we love this person, if we care for this person, we want them to be happy. But if we cannot let it go, or if we're suffering, it's because we wanted more. We wanted more from this person. We wanted them to come back. We wanted something. And, I feel like that the selfish part and our ego is keeping that in place. The Queen of Swords is an energy of looking at it from just without emotion. This person got married. I hope that they are happy. Of course, I feel sucky about it, but that's a separate thing. That's a different thing. Because with the Eight of Wands as well, that's very defensive over something that's no longer there. So for me, that tells me that you're holding on to something that isn't there anymore. This relationship has been over, but you haven't been able to grieve it. And now that they are married, it kind of feels like closure has been taken away from you, but only because you are still defending something that's no longer there. You're defending ghosts. You're defending potential that it once had. And not really seeing for what it is. With that Emperor as well, that is taking the lead. Sometimes we have to do shit that we don't want to do. It sucks sometimes being the leader. It sucks sometimes to take responsibility. It sucks sometimes to have to deal with this fucking bullshit. But we have to do it for our own happiness. Because it's clear, okay, they got married. That happiness I'm never going to get from that person. Let's focus on what I can control. And that is myself. With that Wheel of Fortune as well, letting go of things that are out of our control. Letting go of the fantasies of things happening that it's not reality. With the Eight of Swords as well, there's a lot of stuck in our head, and a lot of overthinking, and a lot of what ifs, and I feel like it's such a collaborative, self-defensive mechanism that you have built in your brain, not necessarily with this situation, but with everything. Everything has to be in control, or there has to be some sort of control. That can be dating people that are lesser attractive, because then it feels like, oh, they are like I am the catch to them. That gives you more control. Or dating people that are more interested in you than you are in them, because that also gives a level of control. And I think that there's just always a lot going on in your mind to maintain control. But with the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes we need to have the realization that we don't have anything in control. Things just happen to us, and we are micromanaging. I kind of want to take a look at why we have the King of Wands. So with this connection and with this ex, again, grieving it, letting it go, and what we can do is learn from it in a sense of like, okay, what qualities does this person have that I just want and am looking for in a future partner? Yeah, Queen of Wands and a Ten of Swords. I feel like, with the Six of Swords, I feel like we're so holding on to the good memories that we've had with this person, feeling like, okay, this was my soulmate, or we were perfect for each other, or whatever it was. But there's also a lot of pain surrounding this as well that we also need to address, and we cannot just look at the colorful bullshit all the time. So what was the question? What can you do? How can you heal and move forward from the pain of finding out my ex got married? Is deciding. Is the decision, I'm gonna move on from this. It's not something that magically happens to us. With grief and moving forward and moving on, it really is a decision at some point. Of course, there's a lot of emotions that we need to feel and experience and express, but write it down, talk about it, open a ChatGPT chat just so that you can bitch about this situation. Talk about it, let your side out until there's nothing more to talk about it, and then move on. And how do you move on? Is focusing on other things, focusing on what makes you happy, focusing on, okay, at least what can I learn of, what do I want from this person in my future partner? What are the qualities that I'm looking for? How can I make this shitty situation help me for my happiness in the future? And yeah, because with that Five of Wands as well, that's misunderstanding, that's rivalry. Because if you keep looking at it, you are gonna eventually compare yourself to who they married, and you get all the negative bullshit where it's like, girl, for you, for your life right now, what do you want to focus on? What is next? And what is gonna be your happiness? And to stop thinking about it, it is about getting distraction. So taking up a hobby that you enjoy doing, like filling back your own cup. Filling back your own cup. But right now we're defending ghosts. And there's nothing wrong with it, but if you are to the point of like, I don't know how to move forward, I don't know how to do this, I don't know, then yeah, some tough love. Suck it up. And continue. Which sounds very like bad, but you know, we can only wallow in our own emotions for so long until we just become the victim in our own minds. And from a victim point of view, we can never build, we can never grow, we can never, because we're always suffering from something. And yeah, sometimes we just need a bit of a reality check with ourselves, with that Queen of Swords. What is the reality? What are the circumstances I'm living in? Without emotions, what's going on? Where do I want to go? And how do I get there? I hope this was helpful. If I was being too much of a bitch, please tell me, and I'll apologize. That was not my intention. If you have questions about this, let me know, which I can understand. If you're like, okay, but I don't really know how to do it, or what, and like, First and foremost is stop thinking and just getting into action. What is best for my life right now? How to move forward, of what I want. 10 of Cups, what is my happiness? And then letting go of things that are out of our control. Because we have the Sun here, and the 10 of Cups, which is happiness and emotionally fulfillment, and not necessarily suffering. Because holding on to this connection also means you choosing to suffer longer. I appreciate your directness, that's why I come to you. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Because, yeah, you know, sometimes it can help as well to have that realization of me crying over this. You know that I don't know if it's a meme, but like that short video of a girl getting in her car and crying, and she's like, oh my god, I'm crying over a guy who doesn't do nothing. And then she had the realization of, like, I'm crying over a guy that didn't do nothing. Oh my god. And then she like wipes away her tears and she's like, oh my god. That can also be the realization of like, like sometimes it's nice to cry about things, because that's also grieving, you know, experience emotions, crying, ugly crying, whole meltdowns, that can help. But if it's getting to the point where it's bothering you, it's becoming too much, then the realization of like, the longer I cry about this, the more I'm like, this is me choosing to suffer. Me crying over it is me choosing to suffer over it. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. But if you're like, I'm done, then you can choose, and when the emotion comes up like, oh no, I'm not going to suffer for this anymore. He chose what he did. I'm a fucking catch. Fuck him. It's his loss. And I'm going to move forward. And I can take with me the qualities that I liked about him. But the biggest turn off should be someone not choosing you. That should be the biggest. You don't want to be with me? Well, fuck you. You're lost. I'm a catch. I'm going to find someone that does. You know? And then get the fuck up. And let's go. Let's kick ass. Let's be the queen that you are. So who got the fucking time, darling? Who got the fucking time? Again, I'm seeing emotionally happiness. I'm seeing just pure happiness, emotionally fulfilling. You taking lead and taking the charge in this. But also sometimes needing a little bit of a reality check of like, okay, I'm defending ghosts right now. Yeah. And then also taking responsibility of like, I'm doing this to myself, you know. So yeah, and I say this with all the all the love that there is, you know. Because I want you to have someone that's like, fuck yeah, I want to be with you, you know, and you just go like, of course you do, I'm fucking amazing, you know? That's what I want. That's what I want. And if it's not this person, then fuck them. Let's move forward. It's okay to cry. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to have emotions. Have them, feel them. But if it's getting to a point that it's bothering you, or if you're suffering because of them, then that's an issue. And that's something that we can, like, address and go through. But then you can choose, okay, now I'm okay with feeling these emotions and letting it, like, go. And then moments that you're like, oh, I'm so done with this, be done with it. And realize I'm doing this to myself. Okay, let's get up, wash my face, take a shower, anything that makes you feel rejuvenated, and then do something for yourself. Watching a TV show, working out, go on a shopping spree, whatever it is. But then pouring that energy back into yourself to make you feel better. Using it as fuel of self-confidence, you know? You are a pepper today. I know. I need to get on my period, so I am very like, no, let's go, let's do this. Like, yeah, let's kick ass. Oh, it's so hot. Anyway, your hair gets better day by day, honestly. Thank you. I agree. I washed it yesterday, like right after the live stream, so I do think it helped. Because I also got like the curls back a little bit, so that's good. Good. Boing. Yes. Anyway, it also, like, part of it is also me just being a life coach, right? I am a life coach, and I just want everyone to be happy with who they are and empowered to be who you are and find your person. And like, no one in this world deserves to be treated like trash, or treated like secondhand, or treated lesser than, or, you know, feel any of those feelings. Because you're unique and you have a purpose, and you should be celebrated always. If not by others, then at the very, very, very least, bare minimum, by yourself. So yeah, go kick ass, darling. Go kick some ass. Some asses. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. If you are new, nice to meet you all. My name is Lindy. I am a Dutch tarot reader from the area of Rotterdam. Very direct person, very direct tarot reader. Very unhinged today. But if you're interested in the free oracles, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, have liked the live stream, let me know your like number and which of the two oracles you would like. It's either going to be the timeline oracles or the hidden love messages. So fill it in the chat. I will start from my last chat and work my way down. So if your question or request is not underneath there, leave it once more, have patience. I will get to your question eventually. Skyseed Gem, thank you, you're very welcome. If you have questions, as always, let me know. Ashley, hi darling, welcome. For everyone, if you're interested in an oracle, a different oracle, another oracle, or a priority like skipping the line, is either going to be for a €2 donation or becoming one of my members, because they get one free open choice oracle every single day. And if you're wanting a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. And if you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know, I'll look it up and we will figure it out. So, yes. First off, I'm going to take a look at Ashley's question, and then I am going to go through the list. Can I please get little love notes? Yes, from Donkey. They didn't teach us to love ourselves. It's more the other way around. I struggle with it a lot too. Yeah, I always say with life coaching and whatnot, it really is life lessons. Like the lessons that we've never really learned in school, like how to deal with our emotions, how to express our emotions, how to communicate healthy, how to love ourselves. What does that really mean, loving ourselves? Because that's also a thing, right? A lot of times people are like, oh, just love yourself. Okay, but what does that look like? How do you do that? Loving yourself is a verb, you know, but what does that look like really, or how do I get to know myself, or, you know, stuff like that. And with life coaching, we really like dive into it. For anyone that is curious, I have very short, very simple, very compact little life coaching sessions here on the channel as well. I think it is one of the playlists, so definitely go check that out if you're interested and curious about it. I think I made it like a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago, but yeah. Ashley, little love notes from Brewsters for Ashley. The Brewster for Ashley. Time will tell. I think about you all the time. I wish we could be together, but it's complicated. And I dream about you at night. Aww. Aww. I donated for one more, I promise. That's fine, darling. But I don't want to hug the chat for oracles. That's fine, darling. At the end of the live stream, I always do a last call on the free oracles. And with last call, there's always 100% guarantee that I will get through the entire list. So everyone that's still here by then that wants one, 100% guarantee that I will get to them. So you're not hogging anything, darling. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. What? Sweet donkey. Yeah, cutie patootie. Cutie patooter. I kind of see it coming in, but I don't see it coming in. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Oh, you had already made a donation rather quickly after that, no? Whoop, there it is. Okay. Let me know your question. Super chat allowed? Yes, darling. Yes. I do have to check though. In the so rupees, euro to rupees. So if you're wanting an oracle reading, like an oracle, it's 220 rupees. And if you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it is for 1100 rupees. So 1,100 rupees. How would my ex feel if he also saw that I moved on? How would the ex feel if they saw that you moved on? The Eight of Swords as overall energy. So that is in their head about it, but okay. We have the Four of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Death card, Page of Wands, Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Strength card. I definitely feel that there is a wishing you the best. I definitely feel that there is a clear ending then, like then it truly is an ending. The Four of Cups is reminiscing, looking back at the past, and I feel like more so reminiscing how do I the Four of Cups, help me, the Hierophant, Temperance, and the Fool. Yeah, okay, so it feels like, again, some sort of like closure, some sort of like ending, with the Death card being here, with the Strength card. Definitely wishing you the best. The Five Wands is some like misunderstanding, rivalry, so I do think that there is some misplaced jealousy, in a sense of, I do think that there is looking you up and the partner. Okay, I do feel that ego kind of like plays a part a little bit here, where they do want to feel like better than the person that you're dating then at a time, or you know, that they kind of like are in their head about it. And because with the Eight of Swords as the overall energy, it is in their head. It won't get into like practice. It won't get into them reaching out or them suddenly fighting for you or them doing anything. It's mainly playing off in their head. Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the World. Yeah, I feel like it will be a complete circle. Complete, like, ending. But not necessarily in a bad thing. Also, not really relief. I'm having a hard time explaining this emotion. It's not really relief. It's like oh, I reminisce. I know how you are in a relationship, very caring and very loving, and you now able to give that to someone else. It's bittersweet. It's one part, it's like, good, I want what's best for you, I want you to have the best. At the same time, a little bit of grief of like, okay, that now comes to an end, like our cycle now truly comes to an end. Page of Wands, King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. Yeah, that you took your time to heal, that you did your, like, you did. It's like after all the hard work and you working on yourself and going through it and all of that, getting what you wished for, getting what you deserved, getting, you know. But mainly it's in their head. I do think that there is some grieving happening then. But not necessarily grieving as in like, oh, I want this person, but more, again, to a circle complete, like a cycle completed then. It really is then coming to an end, where it really has ended then. But not in a sense of like taking action for it. Yeah, I feel like there's nothing more to say about this. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Just happy that you're like investing in your own future and your own happiness and you taking charge to get it. So yeah, if you have questions about this, let me know. I don't know what else to say about this with the cards I'm having. But if you have a question, let me know. That's a new little love notes. I think about you all the time. Aw, that's cute. Yep. Cute, 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 cute. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I did that. Well, I did that. Good. Good, Lindy. Good, good, good. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna call last call for the free oracles for today. So if you're interested in the free oracles, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, have liked the live stream, let me know your like number and which of the two oracles you would like. This is last call. If you leave your request underneath my last chat right now, there is 100% chance that I will get to your oracle. So leave it in the chat right now. I'm gonna start from my last chat, work my way down. Be subscribed, like the live stream, let me know your like number and which of the two oracles you would like. It's either the timeline oracles or the hidden love messages. If you would like a different oracle or another oracle, it's gonna be for a €2 donation. And if you're wanting a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it's gonna be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look at the exchange rate. We will figure it out. All donations will have to wait until I'm done with last call though. How would it feel if I was starting a family? Is that sense, in that sense, of moving on? What do you mean? I think so. I think if they like find out, yeah, the Death card again, and the Emperor again. So that is very much, again, the ending of a cycle. That's done then. With the Emperor doing what's best for everyone, focusing on yourself, your own happiness, the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new one. So yeah, if you were to start a family, that's again that full circle moment. But I think that that will also already happen, you moving on and like dating other people or getting serious with other people, like in a serious way. So I would say more so like marriage, I think. But yeah. Hi, how does Jamie see me since I was there for her in the hospital? That's not one of the options, darling. Hidden message from L for High Priestess. Got it, thank you. You're very welcome, darling. Very, very welcome. Again, if you have any other questions about this, let me know. From L for High Priestess. L. We have unworthy. You're a better person than I am. Sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. And space. I need more time to think. You would be proud of me today. Oh, why? What did you do? What happened? Timeline Oracle. When will I start in a new career direction? When will I start a new career direction? We have stop waiting, faster than you think, and in a few months. So get going. Stop waiting, get going, get into action, and it will happen faster than you think. Sarita, hidden love message from Rohit. Rohit for Sarita. Soul tie, I always feel connected to you. Unexpected outcome, things didn't go the way I planned. And a soul contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Kanya, when will your spouse give you a love proposal? Take a break, the winter, and then we have March. So at the end of winter, start of March. Soulfinder, thank you for the donation, darling. It will have to wait until I am done with last call, though. Sarita, I did. Sukanya, I did. Hidden love message, Lenny. Your person. Shadow side, you made me realize my flaws. Unfinished business, we still have things to resolve and discuss. And broken, I feel shattered about this situation. Rupshika, when I will get love, relationship, or meet my partner. When will Rupshika get love or meet their new partner? We have the summer. And take a break. So it kind of feels like on a vacation, on a holiday. Summer holiday, summer vacation, summer break. When will R give you commitment? Junea. R. I'll take that one too. At night. In less than a month. And in a few days, less than a month at night. Tandika, hidden message from Jay. Jay for Tandika. Oh, that's that line, wait. Jay for Tandika. gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Hope. I haven't given up on us yet. Dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. And confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. Please, 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 please. There's no need to please. Just let me know what it is. Last question. Is Joe going to fix our relationship? That's not one of the options, darling. Money, Jenna, is my friendship over? That's not one of the options. Thank you, you're welcome. You got mine if you posted it again. Thank you, you're welcome. Actually, one of the guys from Remodel was trying to flirt with me when I was talking to these two Remodel girls. One girl said he is a lady man, a big flirt. He was saying, like, how are you doing today, baby? Oh, when a guy says, how are you, baby? Oh, I just want to punch them. Rose, timeline for your career change. Let's take a look. Rose. Timeline for Rose's career change. I don't know why the summer keeps popping out for everyone. But it is here. Again. Summer. The next full moon, and then we also have tomorrow. So that can be like applying for jobs starting tomorrow, getting into action tomorrow. Timeline on your first baby. Vincent Tires. Your first baby. We have spring and we have June. Spring and June. Why is he not talking to you? That's not one of the options, darling. Frost Hidden Love from T towards Andriana from T. Reciprocity. I want to have an equal give and take. Regret. I wish this never happened. Commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. And neglected. I failed to give you what you need. Please have guidance on a connection with me and Arnaldo. That wasn't one of the options, darling. Why are they not talking to me? That's not one of the options. Thank you, you're welcome. Things like that. I looked over at the girls and said, I don't know who he talking to. And he was still talking, asking if I was single or with someone. I looked to him and told him, I'm not your girl. Love that. Hi Merida. Hi Churros. Welcome. Thanks, you're welcome. Merida wants a timeline for a full-time job. Are you currently doing readings? I'm currently doing last call. So you can slip still in a free oracle. It's either going to be a timeline or a hidden love message. I will let you. Merida, timeline for a full-time job. Merida, full-time job. I'll get a timeline on that. I want the one that's sticking out, that one. Stop waiting, so getting into action, and then more than a year. But with that stop waiting, that can also be taking like, not full-time, but like part-time jobs, or not full, like half thingies. And more than a year that we get a full thingy. And the girls were loving it. I'm not your baby. He was trying to say that's how he talks. How they talk. He is from Louisiana, and that's how they talk. I told him, well, I don't like that. You can call me girl, but that's it. And the girls were laughing and saying, ooh, yeah. That's just how I talk. Okay, then this is how I react to people that talk like that. Okay, thank you that claim the energy. You're welcome. It's Chiro. Yes. When Kajal. When will Himanshu give you commitment? When will Himanshu give Kajal commitment? We have stop waiting, and stop waiting is like get into action. And we have April, but we also have in a few days. But stop waiting, let's get into action. how do I get a reading? Just all you need to do is be subscribed to or follow the channel on Twitch, and then just let me know which oracle you would like, darling. That's it. Timeline for the job, fine. C9K. Timeline for the job. The job timeline. January. February. It's not worth waiting for. And in less than a month. In less than a month. That can also be in less than a month, like getting a job opportunity for like next year or preparing for next year. Something like that. I usually just feel uncomfortable and just try to laugh it off or stay quiet and move away. I also said to the girls that, see, I'm tired of getting hit on by guys like this, and of course, he's still talking, of course, men. But proud of you for standing up for yourself, that's amazing. Anika, hidden love message for you by Arnoldo. Okay, I am gonna close the list, so this is me closing the list. Arnoldo, Anika, Arnoldo. We have escape. I left when things got hard. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. And lastly, commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. Okay. Joe, I already did yours. No, this is just how I talk. But yeah, I'm fine in the phrase era again, so I want everyone to leave me alone. Fair. I just want to know if I'll get into my top 2 units for masters and not TT, so you can pick what I need. So it's either a timeline. I think I can take a look at a timeline. I don't know if that will give you an answer, but this is the ones that I have for the free oracles. If you would like a different oracle, it is a €2 donation, and if you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. So let me know. I'm assuming more so timeline, but yeah, please do give me a timeline. Okay. We have on a holiday, March, and more than a year for you. At the bottom we have it's worth waiting for. It's worth waiting for. So yes guys, that was it for the free oracles today. If you missed it, I'm sorry, but you missed your chance. I do live streams every single day from Monday to Friday, but only for 2 hours max. The first hour, hour and a half, I do totally free oracle readings in between as well. So hit that notification bell if you would like to receive notifications whenever I am in the live stream, so you don't miss out on your free oracles. The free oracles change every single day as well. At the beginning of the live stream, there's always a poll up on which you guys can vote what you would like to see me do for the free oracles. Let me take this sweater off because it's hot as shit. Oh. Okay, but that was it for the free oracles for today. If you're interested in an oracle right now, all the options for the oracles you'll find in the description box. It is going to be for a €2 donation. If you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look it up and we will figure it out. But right now, I have a list, Soul Finder. Hopefully you are still in the chat. If you are, thank you so much for your patience, because that has been a long one. But your question is, what do I need to know about love and romance? If you are in the chat, please let me know. I told Juliani I'm so picky on who I actually like. It's usually rare I like someone romantically. Yeah. Well, you should be picky on who you like. You should be. Not everyone is likable as well. Or like matched. You know. But yeah, I'm glad that you stood up for yourself and not just like laughed it away and just go like and like moved on, but actually go like fuck you. Because that's good, because that's also teaching other people how to treat you and how not to treat you, you know. So I love that. Still here, thanks so much, darling. I am so grateful for you, honestly, for the patience you have as well. Okay, let's take a look. What do you need to know about love and romance? That's a very good question. What do you need to know about love and romance, Soul Finder? What do you need to know? What do you need to know about love and romance? We have the Magician. You can manifest exactly what you want in love and romance. But like manifestation isn't just a wish list of like, this is what I want, and then hoping it comes by. But it is also saying no to that which is not that. So if you're manifesting a certain type of person, and then someone comes by that kind of like has a couple but not everything, it is up to you to decide, is this enough? And with, again, the Magician, you can manifest anything that you want. Things will still come on your path for you to say no to. And it's up to you to decide what is enough. Yeah. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, because like the Magician, again, with the manifestation, it is about our living experience. How do we act? We might want this, this, and this, but if we accept less than that, then Spirit's like, what do you want? You say you want this, this, and this, but then you say yes to something that's not that, you know? So that's not really, you know, you're saying one thing but you're doing the other. And I think that that is with love and romance as well. You can create the person, you can invite the person that you want, the energy that you want as your partner into your life, but it will require you to live up to that yourself as well. You know, say no to that which is not that, and to become a person that is worthy of all that, and believing it yourself as well, that you are. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Chariot, the Ten of Cups. Another lesson is money isn't everything. We have the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, the World, Temperance, and the Three of Swords. Putting yourself out there is risking getting hurt. And wanting love is accepting the fact that that is a chance of getting hurt, of getting heartbroken. I do think that Spirit would also like you to, of all the qualities that you want from a person, to expand, look elsewhere. Especially if you're a person that says, I don't have a type. Everyone has a type, but you might have not found it yet. Sometimes that's physically, sometimes that's emotionally, sometimes that's spiritually. Instead of looking at the past and questioning, what have I lost? Or I fucked that up, look at it of like, okay, how can I learn from it to the future? If we're too focused on the past of like, oh, I missed my childhood, or I didn't have the chance to date people, or time just slipped away from me, or, you know, grieving the past, as long as you're doing that, there's no real genuine chance you are giving your future. You don't really see the opportunities being given to you in the moment because you are still grieving the past as well. I'm honestly kind of seeing something very exciting. Either you meeting romance on vacation or far from home, or you're, I don't know, going to go on like a world. I feel like that there is going to be some sort of like distance. And I think that there is some stigma of like, oh, I'm never going to date anyone from there, or I'm never going to do long distance, or like stuff like that. But I do think that there is an opportunity for you there. When it comes to love and romance, always trust your gut feeling. Because with that High Priestess, I feel like you have a very high and very strong intuition, but you don't always listen to it. Where you kind of have a gut feeling of, okay, this person is not right for me, but at the same time, there's not really an explanation why you feel that way. And so you're like, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I should give them a chance. And then it turns out to be a disappointment. So always trust that gut feeling. I think women have a very strong intuition. However, we also have a strong sense of we shouldn't listen because then I'm a crazy person. So I'm assuming you're a woman. I'm not sure, actually. But anyway, I am feeling that. Like, you have a very strong intuition, but then there is that don't really listen to it that much because there isn't really logic behind it. It's just a feeling. I think the question for love and romance for you as well is what would make you happy long term, consistently? Not just a moment, not just here and there, but what traits does a person need to have for you to feel safe, for you to feel emotionally held, for you to be co-regulated? Like, what kind of like qualities does a person need to have? I do feel that there is a person with money coming in, treating you really, really well. You just assume my gender. I know, the audacity, darling, the audacity. But then again, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, darling. And man, woman, anything in between, we're all fabulous. Anyway, I'm seeing a lot of overthinking for you as well, where I think there needs to be more of a balance of trusting your intuition and less trusting what you are like thinking, to create a little bit more balance. Because with the Eight of Swords, you can overthink situations and create issues which weren't really there, or make them bigger than they have to be. So just trust your gut feeling, not always trust what you're thinking. Because when it comes to romance, there needs to be a balance. Sometimes compromise, but compromise isn't sacrifice. If someone can only give you 20% and you're like, oh, I can give you 80%, that is you sacrificing. That's not compromising. And I think that there needs to be an awareness of that as well. Because I am seeing a person coming forward to you, which would do anything for you. Be that stability. But again, I think that there needs to be some sort of like, with the Magician, okay, this is what I want, but then I don't accept anything less. And I think that that is the main lesson that you need to learn about love and romance, of what do you accept. Just because something comes into your life doesn't automatically mean that that's supposed to be in your life or stay in your life. Sometimes it's also there to test you. Is this what you want? And you're like, no, thank you. Okay, is this what you want? No, thank you. Sometimes you also get people in your life to learn the lessons, to reject them, to, see for yourself as well. Chariot as well, very forward moving energy. You can always walk away. You can always decide this is not for me. You're never trapped. Like, people, especially nowadays, you're never trapped in a relationship. You can always go away. But like, I feel like when I say that, like, I don't think you will treat it as like, oh, I can walk away with everyone. I think for you, there might be a fear of, what if I choose wrong? And then you can always go away. Does it feel good right now? Do you want to invest more in it? Are you curious about this? Yes, then let's move forward and not worry too much about it. We can always move forward. We can always move on. Why do you have the World for you? Wait. There's Three of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. I think for your love life as well, it can be good, and this might sound weird, but it can be good to have a good foundation of friendships. So that can be meeting through friends, or your friends influence you in a certain way that help you with romance as well. Have a good friendship group, or at least one, that you can just open up and tell anything and everything. How you're feeling, if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time. I would like to ask about the long distance things. Sometimes I feel that type of opportunity also coming in, but in reality I don't feel confident in that actually happening. How will this opportunity come in? Again, I'm not sure if it's like traveling. How is this long distance coming in? Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower. Okay. And then the Moon. I think that it is a situation of us meeting where we're at, and then suddenly the person having to leave, or suddenly there's an opportunity, or suddenly there is the, I think that there's like slow steps forward and moving forward, and then there is the, you need to go. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So yeah, I do feel that there is a meeting in person or a meeting closer by, where like slowly, it's either going to be meeting very close by and then suddenly leaving, or you will, I don't know, like, to give an example, online dating or online gaming even, or I don't know, where there's communities coming together and there's slow like conversations and talks, and oh, we're kind of hitting it off and maybe becoming friends first and slowly and then it turning into a relationship. But I feel like it's starting just as us being just very well balanced, hitting it off, good conversations, whether it is in person or online already. I'm kind of feeling more so in person. And then suddenly, with that tower, suddenly it's like, oh, I need to go. Eight of Cups. Yeah, and the Death card. Some sort of like transformation, the Empress. That can be like a parent's needing more care, or is at home, or, you know, stuff like that. Ace of Swords. So yeah, them approaching you, King of Swords. I feel like it's them approaching you, them starting a conversation with you. So yeah. Yep. Hi Estefania. Hi. I fell asleep, just woke up. I hope it was a good nap, darling. Hope it was a nap. A good nap. Let me know which oracle you would like, darling. I'll take a look. Soul Finder, I hope that kind of gave an answer to your question. If you have questions about it, let me know, but I think we got there. So yeah, what do you need to know about love and stuff? Focus on what you want and what you accept then, and not just what is the wish list, but also, am I living up to it? Am I, like, it's like giving Spirit, like, this is what I want, but then Spirit seeing you having a cheat meal, you know, like Spirit going like, that's not on the list. That, like, a person like that's not on the list. They don't have any qualities that's on your list, but you're accepting that. Girl. Excuse me. Yeah. And then you get mad at me for when shit hits the fan? Girl. Hi everyone, welcome. I had already closed the list for the free oracles today. I am also going to close the list for the paying donations, but this is, you can still make a donation. Let me just very quickly, let's do this. Closed. No. Oh, wrong button. That's very, yeah. Okay, so last call for paying donations. If you are interested in getting an oracle, any of my oracles, all the options you'll find in the description box. It's going to be for a €2 donation. If you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look it up. We will figure it out. I will also be doing a giveaway in today's live stream as well, but it's going to be a little bit at the end, so stick around for those. Don't they ever have a cheat mail then? What? Spirit? No, but it's like, you know what it is? Spirit then just going like, don't bitch about it then. Like, you got yourself a cheat meal, which is fine, which is fair. Go have, I don't know, a fling thing with a person that doesn't have any of the qualities that you feel like you need or that you're asking Spirit. That's fine. Just don't come bitching about it to Spirit of like, why did you bring this person into my life? Well, you said yes to it, knowing none of the qualities that you wanted were on their bingo card, you know. Yes. I feel like I'm being a right-out bitch today. Just handing out truth cards here and there. It's like, no. You don't have to write, darling. You don't have to write. Anyway. fun, but yeah. Okay, while I wait for last call to be done, I'm gonna do the giveaway. If by the end of the giveaway there are no donations, the list of the donations is closed. So you can make a donation until the end of the giveaway. So for everyone that is interested for winning a chance of an in-depth one-question tarot reading, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, have liked the live stream, and let me know which number between 0 and 9 you think is going to be the winner. If there are multiple people with the same number that win, we are just going to do a round 2 with the winners alone. So keep that in mind as well. Let me know which number is going to be the winner. Again, you can make a donation for a €2 donation for an oracle and a €10 donation for an in-depth one-question tarot reading until the end of the giveaway. If you're interested at a chance of winning an in-depth one-question tarot reading for free, be subscribed, like the live stream, let me know which number you think is going to be the winner. You are a fun reader. Okay, good. 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 I sometimes just strip off the bullshit of shit. I'm like, no. I can be very compassionate, but as a reader sometimes, also it's like, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger of how I read, and sometimes some of y'all have very sassy, guides. Because sometimes I get shit where it's like, no girl, stop the whining, you are being dramatic. Coming from a very dramatic person myself, I'm like, well, I can relate. Spirit going like, no. Okay, let's take a look. We have a 2 for Ashley, a 4 for Estefania, an 8 for Monica. Debbie wants a 3. Anything else? Does anyone else want a number? If not, I'll get started with those. And if no donations come in after I'm done with the giveaway, I am gonna skedaddle out of here. At the end of the live stream, there's always also a little bit of room to just have chats and shits and giggles. If you have any questions about the tarot, about oracles, about me, for me, let me know. We can have a little bit of chat as well. Apart from being a tarot reader, I'm also a life coach. I'm also a resilience trainer. Work a lot with mindfulness and meditation and stuff like that as well. So yeah, okay, let's take a look which number is the winner. Which number is the winner of the giveaway? It's number 4. Estefania, congratulations. You just won the giveaway. Congratulations and celebrations. Na 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 na. Hey. Estefania, congratulations, darling. Again, you just became the winner of the giveaway. Let me know which one question you have for the tarot, and I will take a look. Hi Neha, hi. Please, some oracle you decide, please. Guidance card for my next steps to keep myself protected and aligned with divine's intentions for me. Okay, I kind of want to take a look at the Mystic Forest for you then. Yay! Yep, whoop. Neha, align with divine's intentions. How can you keep aligned, Neha? You got time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. And you also have life as a gift. Life is unfolding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. So both of them talk about getting into action, moving forward. Let's go. Now is the time. Trust your intuition. It's not about doing everything perfect. It's about moving forward, and if it turns out that wasn't the best choice, we can make a different decision then. have any concerts on your wish list that you want to go to? Too many. Too many. The one I really always still want to go to is a Pink concert. Because she is just a badass bitch, and I love her, and she's amazing, and I love her voice, and she's very artistic, which I just absolutely love. Another one that I really wanted to go, but not anymore, is BTS, because they just release a lot of shitty music nowadays. But I also want to see B2B, which is also Korean K-pop, an old Korean K-pop. I also heard that Big Bang is gonna tour again. Now it's 3, which if they come to the Netherlands, I'm like, oh, I will sell my kidney. And there's also one, it's not really, is it concert? It's kind of concert, but it's mainly Dutch music, and I don't really like Dutch music, but it's just a lot of like good different music and vibes and just one big like party, which is a lot of fun, and I always want to go to, but the tickets are very expensive and always sold out the first day. So yeah, a couple. Estefania, should I so I should ask my question for the free giveaway now? Yes, please. Yes. Yes, please. No. And with concerts as well, I think it's very, I don't know, on the top of my head, hard to say. I'm more of a like last minute kind of like girly going to concerts when I'm like, oh, they're in town, okay, let's go, you know, rather than me actually following them and going like, oh, I really want to go. Because there's also the group of Joe Keery, Joe, DJO, that I'm like, oh, if it's like not too expensive, because that's it. I love going to concerts, but like for Pink I would sell a kidney, for B2B and Big Bang I would sell a kidney. For the others it's more like, oh, if it's like affordable, then yeah, I would love to go. But for me, music doesn't have to be expensive. And it's not where it's like, oh, I have to do that one, or I have to do, you know, this or that. It's like once in a lifetime thing. So yes, yep. Right now I'm not seeing any donations. Let me check my phone. I'm not seeing any donations, so after Estefania's question, then that will be it. I went to one concert in my life and I passed out 10 minutes in. I think I told you before. Oh, that sucks though. It was Ronnie Flex. Oh. Yeah. I think we talked about it when I went to the concerts for my birthday. Oh, that sucks balls. My first concert, which is also ridiculously late, was in 2014, and I went to Los Angeles especially for that one. I like planned my holidays surrounding that concert of Hunter Hayes, which was just an artist that I really liked the music of, and I was like, okay, let's just go, let's do that, because I used to build my holidays around music. Like that's also how I ended up in Korea. But yeah, I went to that concert and I hadn't eaten anything, I hadn't drank anything, and I had to drive. I don't know how I got home, but on the way back, I felt so miserable and I was convinced that I would pass out. But yeah, no, I actually did that. Again, I still don't know how I didn't pass out, because I was also by myself. It's just a shame. Estefania, okay, the question is, I guess, about the connection with H and me. What does he truly intend for the next coming time with me? It's been a long time, so I want to know if I'm wasting my time. What is H's intention for Estefania in this connection? We have the Ace of Swords as overall, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I do feel a next level of like communication happening. Them talk. Is this a... Yes, it is. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, the Hermit, the Lovers, the Eight of Swords, the World, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I do see a moment happening. I kind of feel like that it might be you communicating of like, hey, I need this, this, and this from this connection. Otherwise, I'm kind of like logging off. It feels like we're not going anywhere. So I do feel communication happening at some point. I do think that there is some defensiveness and him wanting to take it really, really, really slow. The Hermit is still looking inward to look for answers, analyzing, what do I want, where do I want to go, still figuring themselves out. The Knight of Pentacles, again, is the slowest moving energy in the deck, but I do feel that there is genuine care here with the King of Pentacles and the Lovers being here as well. The World talks about endings of cycles, so I don't know if there are certain things that he still needs to figure out, or some sort of ending that they need to set into place, finishing up certain things, tying together ends, open endings. There is a lot of overthinking, and with the Eight of Wands there is a high like self-protectiveness of them, but I do think that it can help to start communicating more, and for you to say that as well. The Two of Wands is making a different choice, going like, hey, what direction are we going to go into? If we are staying the way that it is, then it's going to end this way, because I cannot keep this up. Or if we change it, then I would like us to try this and this and this. And I think communication can be very good to start that. That can be, I don't know, calling each other, and like there are plenty of apps on which there are just like open questions for couples to ask each other, to get to know each other a little bit better, to talk, to discuss, to laugh, to joke. I wonder what kind of ending, like the old way of communicating with me, or something that doesn't have anything to do with me. Let's take a look. It kind of feels like it doesn't have to do anything with you. It kind of feels separate, but let me take a look. What is that World energy here for us to find out? Why the World here? The Wheel of Fortune, things that are out of our control, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. Four of Pentacles. I feel like the ending of sort of like habits of being very, I feel like that there is still a little bit of like room of like protectiveness, of not fully opening up to you. And with that Wheel of Fortune, I understand that it comes from a protective thing of like, okay, if I open up fully, that means like you have the power to hurt me, and that's outside of myself, and then I don't have control. But in order to have a full-on good new beginning, as in like the next step, deepening this connection, there needs to be at some point just trust. And again, with the Ace of Swords, I do think that communication can very much help. Understanding who you are, understanding what lies beneath you, as well as letting you in a little bit on them too, and slowly building towards that. Because it is long-term happiness that they want, but as long as they are guarding that, like their own heart, or being a bit more like, let's take it very slow, let's not rush things. But if nothing happens to get to know each other a little bit better in between, then we will go slow forever, because then we never really stop at a station, you know. What was the, how did we ask a question on the, okay, what does he truly intend for the next coming time with you? I do think that they intend more communication, that they're open for it, for sure. I definitely feel that there's interest here, but there's still some guarded energy. That might also be with that World energy, them talking about a certain situation, opening up a bit more about what has happened in the past with them, or if there is something that like formed them, or for you to understand them better. That there is going to be communication for that. I just want to move slow because of this and this and this reason, but I do want to, and I want better communication, and I want better this and that and that. I value communication, but he is indeed very guarded. Yeah. And I think with that, if he brings it up of like this kind of like happened in the past, then you can go like, okay, then maybe we can find a thing like low level of communication. Again, those kind of like questions. There's like apps. I think there's even an Instagram account that's called Flamingo, I think. They post like questions for partners, for friends, and there's sometimes very good questions in there that you can just haha jokingly kind of like ask each other, just get to know each other a little bit better. Just to, you know, have some interaction there, some playfulness. It's okay to be guarded, but if nothing is done to build then trust, then you're just kind of like staying in this stagnant energy, you know. And I do think that they want to invest in that. I think that they just don't really know how to, or what feels safe, you know. And with that, we can come up with solutions together, because that can also be, it can also be something like, I don't know, go do a escape room or something, you know, where you have to work together and communicate together to get out of there, or, you know, work together to, that can also be playing co-op video games, or, I don't know, work out together, I don't know. Stuffs like that. But I do think that they're still invested, just very heavily guarded and just unsure. I don't know, I feel like they're a person that always needs to, I need to figure it out myself first before I kind of like talk about it. And if you're used to that, it's very hard to just talk then. But the Ace of Swords as overall energy, that does talk about communicating more. So I do think that they intend to communicate more, or have like a new chapter of communication with you. But then just don't shoot it down, because you can be very sharp with your words, because you are very good at communicating. They're very insecure about communicating, so try to find a middle, like meet them a little bit where they're at. And more questions of like, how do you feel about that, where's this like coming from, or what can we do, or can you explain a little bit more, or how about this, or how is that, for you to understand them. But yeah, apart from that, that's what I see. I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonated. Okay, I don't know why these one question tarot readings always end up to be like 15 minutes long, when I kind of want to keep them like 5 minutes. Sometimes there's just a lot to say. And then when it is 5 minutes, I'm like, I kind of feel guilty. That was kind of short. Anyway. Hi, Tanshu. Hi, darling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, as a member, you can always ask your oracle, darling. So if you want an oracle, let me know. But let me know now, because otherwise I am going to skedaddle out of here. Yeah, I try, but at the same time, this is someone that tests boundaries all the time. So I need to keep clear boundaries. 100%. 100%. It was. Thank you very much. You are very welcome, darling. Very, very welcome. For sure. With the clear boundaries. Always hold your boundaries. Always. Right now we're just looking at their situation. Because it can also be that the new level of communication is still too little, and it can still feel like breadcrumbing, you know? Where it's like, okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of communication, but if it's still not enough for you, that doesn't mean that you're asking for too much. That means that you're asking the wrong person. It doesn't make you too much, that makes them too little. Well, that makes you too much for them. You know? Oi. Na 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 na. I don't know if Tanshu is still in the chats. Oh, you are! Can I ask, please? I'm sorry, I'm too late. No, that's fine. Like I said, members, you're a member, darling. Members can always ask their question. Always ask their oracle. So out of all my oracles, every single day you can choose which one you want, even if the list is closed. Why haven't I pinned the list is closed here? Oh, it says it is pinned. Why am I not seeing it here then? Anyway, you can always ask, darling. As a member, you can always ask. So let me know. And then when I'm done with yours, I'm just going to skedaddle out of here. La 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 la. Cosmic Insight. Let me grab it. For Tenshu. You have yes, luck is on your side. So if you had a yes or no question in your mind, the answer might be yes. We do have patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. And lastly, cycles, faith, karma, something ending and something beginning. So that's a very good sign coming in for you. And maybe it requires a little bit more patience. But it is coming. Thank you so much for the reading, by the way. Of course, darling. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome, always. And you also said I also almost went to Taylor Swift, her Eras too. I was supposed to go on my own, but I actually couldn't handle being around so many people. I get that. Fair. It is very scary to go by yourself. Michael, thank you. You're welcome. Welcome. So much. You're welcome, guys. Very, very welcome. Okay. Then I am gonna skedaddle out of here for today, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow. I might be a little bit later tomorrow, but we'll kind of like see how it goes. Tomorrow and Friday, so join me. Then hit the notification bell so you do get notified whenever I am in the live stream, and you don't miss out on your free oracles as well. Have an amazing rest of your day. Go kick ass. You absolutely got this. And then hopefully I'll talk to you guys again a little bit later this week. So have a good one. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.